Thank you. Wow, obviously a VCU Richmond game is always a tough battle, and we definitely have an utmost respect for what Richmond has done this year, especially overcoming some of the injuries that they've had, and their team plays so hard. We knew that defensively it would be a really good test for us. I thought our players did an excellent job of really buying into that we wanted to pressure for 40 minutes and then really attack with our tempo and get to the rim. And, we just did a great job on the glass today, and I think that really helped us earn a tough win tonight.
Questions for student athletes?
Curtiana, you kind of set the pace early on and the tone, especially down low in the first half. What was your thinking coming into the game? What did you learn from the first two matchups with Richmond?
Pretty much I was thinking, just play for my team and just pretty much just go in and just have the mindset that I have to start my role and have to do my role in order for my teammates and everyone to feed off of it. So I just came in ready to play.
You beat him 2 out of 3 times. Do you look back at the one that you didn't get and go, how?
I mean, everything happens for a reason, personally, I believe. So that one time that we didn't beat them prepared us for the time to beat them when it really mattered the most.
Kiana, you've mentioned play your role. How do you define your role?
I'm pretty much like a big man on the floor, just have to go out there and just be a presence for it. So if it's not scoring, rebounding, just pretty much anything that can get the team going. So it's not just a score, just a rebound, and it's also our voices too. So that's just pretty much everyone's role, and that's mine.
You also move and jump fairly quickly as well. Does that surprise people?
Yes, for a big person, I do kind of have, some agility skills. But I just try to I just work on pretty much everything. So, like I said, if it's not scoring or rebounding, I do work on things, on and off the court that I have to be better at. And that's also one thing that I strive to be best at, jumping and moving as well.
Can I go again?
Yeah.
What's it like to play with Curtiana? Do you always have to be aware? She makes a couple of nice, quick passes as well. She's obviously a big asset in there. What do you guys think when she's on the floor with you?
It's a pleasure playing with Mimo. It really is. She's a great presence in the post. Like, if you go in and you miss a shot, Mimo's cleaning it up. Mimo just is always in the right spot at the right time. That's what we always say. She is. It's great playing with Mimo.
What is that nickname?
Mimo?
Mimo?
Mm-hmm.
What is Mimo?
My mom's great-grandmother was named Mo, and so they were real close, and she passed away when she was a teenager, so she kind of somehow added the me part to it to kind of keep Mo alive.
For accuracy, how are we spelling Mimo?
2 E's, M-E-E-M-O.
Any other questions for student athletes?
Yeah, Casey, your coach mentioned that the team bought in to a significant extent to the need to defend hard and efficiently for 40 minutes. And obviously, that's been a constant for your team all year long. Address the commitment to defense, what you think your defense is capable of, and why you have, in fact, bought into playing defense the way this team does.
I think it's because our defense generates our offense. Without our defense, we're not going to get the ball going in transition. We're not going to attack. With our defense, it motivates and it pushes our offense. We bought into this because we know when we play great team defense that, it feels great. There's nothing that we don't think that we can do. When we play team defense, we play team offense. And when we do both of those, good things happen.
Any other questions for student athletes?
Either one of you. Same on me. What can you tell me from your step before we ask Coach O'Boyle about
One step at a time.
on a Thursday?
Yeah, it's always hard when it's, your tournament is based on your seeding. I think anytime, VCU and Richmond play, it's always great when we can generate, a big fan base. Both of our games at home and then at Richmond as well were really well attended. And I think what's exciting about that is, the players really enjoy that atmosphere. It's just, obviously, it's hard when everything's based on your seedings to really, I think, for the A10 to manipulate the times so that it could be, a prime time. But, for us, it's a win. it's the, you're in the tournament time, and you really are just thinking about, okay, we got to go out and play well today so that we can, survive in advance.
Paul?
Coach, while Curtiana had a double-double, Jessica almost had a double-double, and she also led you with 14 rebounds. What do those two give you inside? And there's also a difference in body styles. Is it one quick and lithe and the other strong and powerful?
Just kind of to reiterate what Daisy said, our offense is so much generated from our defense, and we talk about rebounding and running. And, Jess has been such a great addition to our program because she takes a lot of pride in getting those rebounds. And then she's obviously very active for us defensively. But when you can, put somebody in that you look at Mimo's strength and her size, that's how she's able to rebound the ball. And then, when you add Daisy and Jess and Key, you're using some athleticism there. And so, I think we talk about every game what that rebounding stat is, because that obviously helps us with our transition offense.
Coach, I just want to get your thoughts on Richmond. They just played yesterday. Did you get the sense that they might be somewhat fatigued coming into today's game, and did you want to make it a point of emphasis to get the ball up and down the court and wear them down even more?
Yeah, that's probably one of the advantages of having that first round bye is that they put a lot of minutes, their guards had to play, and they played really well yesterday. Tempo for us really has dictated our wins, and so it's something that we naturally do. But yes, we were talking about tempo the whole game. We wanted the ball as quickly as we could up the floor, make or miss, to really make sure that we were using that to our advantage.
Speaking of to your advantage, tempo equals aggressiveness, which equals getting to the free throw line. You guys go 22 shots. You hold Richmond to just 10 free throws. You dominate them on the board, and you had balance. Talk about that, because Ashley, for example, scoreless until the fourth. She breaks open for 10 points, helps you pull away. Depth has to help that balance, correct?
Yes, it does. I think some teams love to shoot the three, and I sometimes have to plead to our players not to shoot the three because we are so athletic. And when we start driving, we have 5 players on the floor that can really take the ball off the bounce. And when they do that, that's when those fouls happen. And I think that aggressiveness and that attack mentality across the board helped us today. And then, we continue to try to use that mentality even when teams go zone, like Richmond did today. But yes, it's an advantage for us when we're getting to the basket.
If I may call her Mimo, 12 rebounds, but 7 were offensive. What do you tell her to do? Do you stress her staying in the low post, and how much of her quickness off her feet is an asset in that?
Part of it is, some of those were obviously some misses by our guards. And, we just want our players to play freely and with confidence. And I think they're able to do that when they know that we're hitting the offensive glass so hard. Then if you miss it, okay, no big deal. Someone's in there trying to get it and, get that rebound and either put it back up or help us reset our offense again. So, yeah, she did in the first half. Our best offense was, shoot a miss and hope Mimo got the rebound. And she just, a couple of those, she was in the right place at the right time.
A quick thought on St. Bonaventure. What do you remember about them from when you played them a month ago down here?
Very talented, can score very well in their offense. I think Coach Crowley does an excellent job. They run their motion, probably the best in the league. They have very explosive scorers. Katie Healy is, first team all conference. She can score. Then you're putting, some really good guards around her that can shoot the three. It'll be a really good test for us. We have to be disciplined on the defensive side because they're definitely going to make us work, and they've had an excellent year. I think it'll be another great game.
Beth, we live in highlight reel Sports Center world. Everybody wants to make the pretty offensive play. How have you gotten your kids to commit to the extent they have to playing defense and doing the dirty work that requires?
I make them run. No, I'm just kidding. No, they just they buy into it. They take pride. At the end of every game, we look at that scoreboard, and I think we've led the A10 in every defensive category this year: steals, turnovers, field goal percentage, and that equals wins. And they really enjoy the winning part. So. Our balance attack on the offensive side, I think, is one of the things that has helped us. It's not just one scorer. We have a variety of players that can score, and they feel good about getting assists, and really the defense all year long has been our calling card.
Coach, last year when we were here, last year was this day, took the loss to St. Louis, and this year you're getting a chance to go up against St. Bonaventure tomorrow. Can you just talk about how much this team has grown and what has the transition been like from year one to year two?
Yeah, I think year two, one of the best parts of it is that your relationships with your players is so much stronger because you got to spend more time with them. And last year, we just had such a big sophomore class that got a ton of experience. It was a great game with St. Louis last year. It was just another one that came down to the wire. But those sophomores, really got a lot of minutes. And that experience, I think, has helped us all year long. So obviously, to be in the win column in day one is your goal, and it feels a lot better than last year. Our season, we've had some tough games, and we've talked a lot about how you respond to those tough games and those tough losses. We've lost some early at home, and then we kind of had to grind our way back out. And I think that is a credit to our upperclassmen. That have really, mentally really have been really tough and have led the way for us.
Any other questions for Coach? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.